Hello everyone, and welcome back to the great Ace Chronicles. We visited our client's place. I forgot the name. Natsume? Mr. Natsume's place. And it's a bit weird. And also his landlord is hiding something. So we gotta find out what. Let's see. The Gary Debs room. Gary Debs. It's such a weird name. I don't know where this comes from. 19th of February. Mr. Gary Debs' room. Oh, you here again? Tell me, where's the detective chap? Forget his name. Still hard at work down there? Oh, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Ah, yes. Rings the vague bell. All that detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid. Well, Mr. Sholmes is in his element down there. Oh, jolly good show. Another cup of tea, if you please, Joan. Oh, she's going to burn him again? No, then, why don't... For the upteen's time, woman, will you watch what you're bally well doing? Oh, I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir. She doesn't care. What's the deal with her? Yes, of course. Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to take your leave, if you'd be so kind. Oh yes, of course. We are deeply grateful for all your assistance. Oh, not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young foreigners like yourselves. It's been a pleasure. Best of luck and all that. Perhaps you could see yourselves out. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Gardner is hiding something. And since no other avenues of investigation seem open to us at the moment, perhaps we should do some digging. We have to examine everything. Wait, what? What's he doing over there? Mr. Sholmes? Aha! We meet again, my dear fellows. Oh, good gracious, when did you sneak in here? Oh, Sherlock Holmes, sir. At your service. Oh, whatever you doing over there? Whatever were you doing over by the window? Oh, I'm given to watching the evening sky at the sunsets, madam. Yet sadly, cheerful as the room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks an aperture for such observation. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Well. Keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is a prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering. Ah, and one other thing, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, me? I thought perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detectives. Great mind! Wait, he's not talking about... Is he? I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon. Do you mean Mr. Sholmes? There is a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. I take it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo. I think so. There is just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let us conclude the matter before dark. Okay, let's go. Mr. Garideb, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, your standing as a landlord is most certainly not what one might call first rate. I'm afraid, sir, that it is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I have been able to draw by careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon. The first is that even as you speak, you are concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your care. Wait, what? Eh? And the second is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you. Oh! Naruhodo-san, look! The old man's broken out in a cold sweat. Unbelievably, it seems Mr. Sholm's conclusions are both spot on. How could you possibly? How could I possibly know, you mean to inquire? The answer couldn't be simpler, sir. For in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts! Wait, what? It's very humble too. Oh! And I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin? Once again, Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. The Great Deduction. The game is afoot. Nature of the beast. Oh. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these four walls. Thus we are faced with the question, what form might this beast take? Ah, for a man with a military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garideb, leads us directly to the answer. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. Yes, though an army man, you appear unimposing at best. A fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts. What is this, Biffle? I ask you. In the end, your admiration became so great, in fact, that you had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which you tried to keep in this very house. What? Yet, living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well... Yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam? Me? I pray you do not consider the unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction. Oh, it is? Your dress bucket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. For protruding from it is a handbill advertising a circus show. Ah. Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion, Mr. Garideb. At Patty's Circus. A traveling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I have observed the tents. You sold the savage lion, sir, to the circus troupe. I most certainly did not. I believe I have made my point. Has he, though? The fearsome beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion. And a simple visit to the circus now would reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. Okay. A rampaging Asiatic lion. Asia. Now, Mr. Gardeb, it is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that blind pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage. Oh, nonsense, man. I simply... But what? We must now ask ourselves, is the true cause of this pain? And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Every envelope contains another demand for payment. For cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat and tea. Wait, lions eat potatoes, wheat and tea? Indeed, feeding your beloved has had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. And so you had no choice but to let it go. Yes, well, Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last, unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken. Oh dear me. What could have caused such a destructive outburst? This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we only need to look at the Tower of Cakes. There is no creature more dangerous on this earth than a beast with an insatiated appetite. Was it or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman, if they have no bread, let them eat cake? Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact. Whatever you do mean? Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There is only one logical conclusion. Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet. Wait, what? Something is wrong here. The teeth marks in the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. Uh, hmm, carpet gnawed on by the starving lion. This concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this beastly puzzle. Oh. What is the matter with you, Joan? You're pouring scalding hot tea all over me. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Garrideb. I'm afraid I didn't notice. She never notices. My deductions can be startlingly sharp. It stands to reason that your cup runneth over. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at time too. Oh! Mr. Sholmes, sorry to butt in again, but could I make an observation? Oh, why certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. What is it? Again? Well, your deductions just now, I mean, they're great and all, but do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room of this size? Indeed, it is the only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth, all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense. But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realm of common sense as well? Oh, but if an uncaged lion had run amok in this very room, surely Mr. Garrideb and his maid would have been hurt, or worse. Ah, that's where you are stuck. No doubt the former military man held his own against the beast using that large cannon. Wait, what? I thought you said that they sold the lion to the circus. And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I have ever heard of a lion that drinks tea. Ah, my dear Mr. Sato. It occurs to me with some regularity that irrespective of race and breeding, whenever anyone lands on Great British soil, they are infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea. Oh, what a glorious notion. Well then, Naruto-san, it's your turn to shine again. I had a feeling that was coming. Oh, a slight massage, that's all of Mr. Show's seductions need. You can do it. Ganbatte. Oh, excellent. I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. I don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help with Mr. Natsume's case. Still, uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. I gotta say I'm not completely sure of that. At least that's what I want to believe. Okay. Let us start again, from the beginning of Sherlock Holmes' logic and reasoning spectacular. Course correction. Hold it, Mr. Holmes. Nature of the beast. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these four walls. Thus we are faced with the question, what form might this beast take? What? I don't have anything. Ah, for a man with a military breeding, you are uncommonly candid. Oh. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrideb, leads us directly to the answer. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. Oh, I really didn't see the lion thing coming. Oh no, but if you observe Mr. Gyarados' reaction, it rather seems as though some beast did indeed run amok here in this room. Yes, something with a very fierce nature. Oh, but it couldn't have been a lion transported from India. So what was it then? Oh, we must follow Mr. Gyarados' gaze. That will lead us to the true answer. Okay, let's follow the gaze. Was there a lion statue? Well, this is the lion statue that Mr. Scholz picked out. Oh yes, I wonder. Perhaps if you did live with a lion, it would prove to be a rather sweet companion. I think that's like a mouse trying to tell its family that the cat around the house is sweet. I suppose it is a bit of a flight of fancy, isn't it? A flight of fancy. Huh. Anyway, the beast we're looking for is something else. Let's have a good look around. There's something behind that. What's that? Wait, it's a baby? What's this photograph? It appears to be from Mr. Gyarados' wedding. He looks very happy, doesn't he? Wait, is it his bride? It's a child. He does, but you can't make out his bride. Wait, is his bride? She's so small. No, how unfortunate. Something might have struck the glass directly over the woman's face. I wonder what happened. Probably best not to delve too deeply there. The glass is broken, so we can't see the bride's face at all. But no amount of cracks could hide the woman's plump form. I think powerful would be kinda that plump. Naruhodo-san. Oh yes, she certainly looks that. There's a lot of horsepower there. But she looks so small. Not someone you'd want to upset, that's for sure. Oh look, have you noticed her wedding ring? It's very large, isn't it? Oh yes, that's an unusual design. Oh, it looks like some sort of embellished sunflower. Mr. Gyarados. This must have been when Mr. Gyarados was still in the army. Oh, he seems to be carrying his rather stout bride effortlessly and beaming a smile at the same time. I suppose he was very strong in his younger years. Hard to imagine now. He's as thin as a rake. I think we gotta present the bride. Wait, let's check if we have something else. I don't think there shouldn't be... I don't know. It's kind of hidden. Okay, I wanna... Let's present that.
Take that!
The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that newlywed bride. Precisely, Mr. Naruhodo. No other explanation could possibly fit. Yes, this frame print picture of your wife, Mr. Gyarados. And while we lament the fact that her face is obscured, we can still make out her mighty arms and note the considerable horsepower they must contain. I don't see that, but alright. Indeed, surely any woman of such powerful constitution would be honored to be described as a beast. Honored might be stretching a point. Too late. The fact remains that the beast, which so clearly savaged this room, was your wife, Mr. Gyarados. He's got a... He's been slapped in the face. The chilling traits of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well... Yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Is she the wife? Where could this angry creature have disappeared to, madam? Oh, me? I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction. It is? Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. Really? Oh, the poor fragile, defenseless woman is beside herself. Well, I don't know about fragile. Oh, dear. Anyway, Mr. Sholmes is quite right. There's no sign of a Mrs. Garrideb anywhere. But it seems there may be a clue as to her whereabouts. A clue that this maid is trying to hide. I wonder where Mr. Garrideb's wife could be. Let's look at the pockets. What's in there? Oh, that certainly does appear to be a circus handbill poking out of her pockets. Poking out of her pockets. Patty's Circus, currently performing shows in a park not far from here. Oh, you don't think? Surely Mr. Garrideb didn't sell his wife to the circus? Oh, Naruhodo-san, how could you even think such a thing? I was only joking. Oh, besides, I would have gone with... Do you think he fed her to his pet lion? Oh, that's somehow worse. So it's not that. So what is it then? We got the ring there. She's the wife. She's wearing a very large ring, look. Oh yes, a sunflower design with some rather nice embellishments. And it's on the right finger, the ring finger of the left hand, which means it's surely a wedding ring. Oh, it looks like it's on there for life too. Can't imagine it would slide off of a finger of the size. Oh, that's something to think, Mr. Naruhodo-san. Not to say. Do you know Mr. Garrideb's wife in the photograph had a ring very much like this one? Oh, you don't say. It was a large sunflower design as well. Oh, really? You have a great memory for these things. Oh, a large sunflower wedding ring. It's quite a coincidence that they have the same ring, isn't it? Oh, such a coincidence. It's really incredible.
Take that!
Your wedding ring gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. Huh. Indeed it does. That flowery band gleaming on your finger gives you away. For it is identical to the one shown in the hand of Mr. Garrideb's bride in this photographic print. In other words, you are no ordinary household maid. No. You are Mr. Garrideb's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garrideb herself. Wait, how is she a maid if she's his wife? Oh my word! She's not a maid if she lives here. Well, jolly fine detecting, sir. As you rightly surmised, this is the wife, yes, my June. Rather let herself go, you might say, but she was boldly caught up. Ah! Oh, it would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you are a retired army man, yet you are in the business of renting out rooms. I would assume, therefore, you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct? It's not right, I tell you. I was second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment. A man has his pride, don't you know? By golly, it's the sort of thing when a chap can't even afford to have a single maid in his employ. Oh yes, here in London, one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered worthy of society if it employs no staff at all. Oh, it's a show. All right. Though in my considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are a folly. You mean Mr. Gardab has his wife? Work as his maid? Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Gardab? Only in company, obviously. But listen here, this must remain a secret. Tip-top secret, please. Okay. The raging wife of Mr. Gardab. Okay, so what happened? Now, Mr. Gardab. It is plainly clear that you still have deep feeling for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Oh, Mr. Sholmes is quite something. He's still calling Mr. Gardab's wife a beast. Oh yes, as a woman, that feels rather uncomfortable. But Mrs. Gardab is standing beside her husband as we speak. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he? Oh, how true. So perhaps that sporting arm that seems to be propping up his head has some other significance then. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Gardab's pain is tangible though. And what could that pose of his really signify? He's got a slapped cheek. Oh my! Look at that bright red mark. Oh gosh, that's quite something. And clearly made by somebody's hand. Oh yes, Mr. Gardab has been slapped in the face. It seems hard. Oh, I've never seen such a clearly defined mark. Whoever could have done such a thing? Well, that's a very limited number of candidates, I'd say. Slapped cheek. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel being revealed by that slapped cheek. And of course, the deliverer of that impressive mark on your cheek that refuses to fade was you, Madame Joan Gardab. Oh, well, yes. I like her. You have been desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek, sir. Oh. Misty. How the blazes? How did you work that out, man? How did you work that out? Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the heart of observation, my dear fellow. Oh, that's why you haven't looked directly at us even once. To keep your other side from view. Well, Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why were you subjected to such a violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves what caused Madame Gardev to fly into a rage. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is the spiral of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Oh, didn't Mrs. Sholmes say that the pills were all for lion fodder? Yes, but now we've established that the lion never existed. Which can only mean that the thing responsible for gobbling up all that food was Mr. Garedev's wife. Naruto-san, she's a person, not a thing. Yeah, you're right. Oh yes, well, she's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap around the face. One so hard that it left a perfect hand mark, in fact. Oh yes, why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force? I wonder. I'd love to know the answer to that question. Okay, so what's that? Bookmark? Ah, someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here, look. Mr. Garedev is clearly an avid reader. An avid reader. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this is a bookmark. Oh no, so it isn't. It's a note, written in a woman's hand. Oh James, I love you. Yours, Mary. And look, next to the signature here. Lip marks. Oh, lip marks. Made with lipsticks. Lipstick. Who's Mary? Oh, what a passionate and romantic gesture. Oh, don't get any ideas, Dosan. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Oh, so this bookmark is actually a love note, huh? Then, a love note.
Take that!
Yes, it is this love note that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed. Perhaps the sender of this note, a certain Miss Mary, is the fly in the ointment here. Oh, she looks pissed. Oh, another slap in the face. Oh, but I don't know the body woman. You don't know her? That note wasn't written to me. It was just in the book. I don't know how it got there. It was just in there, you say? That's right. Oh, that's right. That's what I've been saying. Unlikely story. Now listen here, Joan. Old thing, I explained at the time. I bought the book at the second-hand place, and that note must already have been in there. So, the previous owner of the book was using the note as a bookmark, you mean? That's right, that's what I... A likely story. Oh, for heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James. My name, in case you'd forgotten, is John. A likely story. Or are you questioning my name now? And there we have it. Arouse the suspicion of a female heart, and you unleash a beast with the most ferocious bite. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's a nice Tony game. Still like it though. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive wooden carpet, if I am not mistaken. It must be very hard to put on fire, though. Oh, dearie me. Oh, what could have caused such a destructive outburst? Ah. This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes. Oh, but surely Mrs. Guide didn't eat the carpet? No, of course not. But there doesn't seem to be any doubt that the state of disarray that this room is in is a result of her wild temper. Oh no, that's true. So, this is the last part of Mrs. Sholmes' seduction that we need to fix. We need only to follow Mrs. Skydeb's gaze, and that will tell us the real answer. Alright, let's see what we can see. Oh yes. Is this the candlestick? Oh, this looks like a very old candlestick, doesn't it? Oh, the base looks too small. Surely it's very unstable. Looks to me like even the slightest knock would make it topple over. Oh dear, that would be dangerous. Oh, wait, take a closer look at this. There's one candle missing. Oh yes, I didn't notice that before. Why is that, I wonder? Why is one candle out of the three missing from its holder? Because that's the cause.
Take that!
Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick. Most illuminating, my dear fellow, and of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth? Yes, the remnant of a ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away. Scorch marks. Well, it would appear that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation. Oh. Mrs. Skydeb's mighty arm must have left an impression not only on her husband's face, but on the entire room. The force of her strike caused the candle to fall from the holder. And in seconds, the carpet was alight, and the whole corner of the room is in flames. Yes. For the most ferocious beast in the world is neither a violent lion nor a vengeful woman, but fire. And in this room, this ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok. Eloquently put, my dear fellow. So you see, there is but one conclusion here. After the sparks of marital discord flew, this room was the scene of a fire. They are impressed. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, sir, I salute you. What? Wait, what? Carpet scorched by a small fire. Detection complete. Elementary. Oh, it's just starched long winter nights, you know. Nothing to do but read in front of the fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good second-hand bookshop just around the corner. Buy all my old novels there. And in the pages of one particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material. Oh, for which your wife admonished you harshly, it seems. Don't know about admonished, but demolished might be rather closer to the mark. And beast, this was clearly an Here we go again. And the carpet? Was it destroyed by fire when a candle fell on the floor? Afraid to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bloody thing. A bloody thing? I was caught between the old stick's rage and the raging flames. You paint a horrid picture, sir. A torrid picture, sir. One that would have been most entertaining. That's sympathy for you. It didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bloody furniture started going up as well. We've had to hide the mess behind that screen for the time being. Oh, over here, Mr. Garrideb. Well, you have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me. Oh dear. All my favorite old novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh! Up in smoke. Oh gosh. Well, then the wife started hurling things at me. Oh, what a terrible sight it must have been. Oh, there was I, back up against the window, under heavy enemy fire. Incendiary books incoming 10 to the dozen. Worst of it, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride. The Lion's Pride? Oh yes, your notorious love of big cats coming through again. Oh, I assure you, the title didn't influence my choice in the slightest. So, the poor man really did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beasts on page. Oh, Mr. Sholmes' seduction turned out to be correct once again. Well, it can only be described as a great British wonder. Oh, I tell you, it was a total carnage. Flames everywhere, and the old stick in full fettle. Out of interest, what time of day was that? Not sure I can remember. Just 2 days ago now. Let's say around 5 o'clock, I think. Oh, so that's at exactly the same time as a terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window on the street below. Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. The whole blighty could have been flattened outside my window at that moment, and I wouldn't have noticed a dashed thing. Oh, really? Mr. Sholmes? Yes, Mr. Hello. What can I do for you? Well, I think we've got to the bottom of Mr. Garrideb's situation now. But what does it have to do with Mr. Natsume's circumstances? I can't help you there, I'm afraid. What? My dear fellow, if you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I warned you that although I knew the retired army man to be hiding something, I could not be sure whether his secret would prove to be of relevance or not. I just knew you were going to say that. Ha 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 ha. No, no, Mr. Naruhodo. You mustn't lose your heart. Bear in mind that all things fall into only two categories. Those relevant to the case, and those not. That makes no sense to me. Well, no matter. It is of far greater importance that you make up your mind now. Sorry? Visiting hours at the prison will soon be over. Oh no, is it that time already? If we're to accept Mr. Natsume's case, we have to official paperwork to attend to. Yeah, so that's it. No more time to think. Oh, perhaps you'd like to betake yourself to bidding us farewell now? I must prepare supper for Mr. Garrett. Oh yes. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you both very much for your time. Suzuki-san will be waiting for us, and I'm going to have to give him an answer. We have to go, Mr. the prison. Wait, what? 19th of February, Briar Road. Oh, it's time, Mr. Naruhodo. We must hurry back to the prison. Yes, I know. Let's say the car. What? Oh. Oh, what's the matter? It looks like something's going on over there, in front of the Gaidev's house. Huh? What's going on? Who is this person? I know thee not, old man. Alter thy prayers. Who are you calling an old man? You rum-looking mini piminy? Oh, there are more things in heaven and earth, or aren't you, than are dreamt of in your philosophy? Who's this Orasa fellow, eh? What are you on about? Oh, excuse me. Hey, what the? Who are you now? Oh, I'm sorry. It just looked as though as though there might be some problem here. And my associate here, Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, is a lawyer, you see? Oh, sorry. Hey, a lawyer? What? Oh, if I can be of any assistance, I'd be happy to help. I'm from Japan, but I've studied English law. Fine, I'll be on my way for today. But you mark my words. This ain't over yet. Wait, what? Oh, get thee to a nunnery. Do I like a bloomin' nun to you? What? Who is this guy? Oh, I do hope you're not injured. Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so gentle. Thank you. What was that all about? Oh, there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt in your philosophy. I'm not Horatio either. Oh, forgive the inquiry, sir, but are you a lodger here in the Gaida residence? Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art all right. Yes, I do dwell in this humble abode. Oh, Mr. Gaida mentioned he had another lodger, didn't he? This must be the man. A weird man. Do you happen to know the other lodger who lives on the first floor? Oh, yes, a gentleman named Natsume. Oh, more worthy of eponymous in my battle of words. Near couldn't there be? No, could there be? Sorry? Battle, did you say? Who is the stronger, Hamlet or Macbeth? Mr. Natsume and I sparred long into the night. Oh, I see. I don't fully understand, but see, Mr. Natsume and this gentleman are acquaintances at least. So fair maiden, so good gentleman. I can tarry here no longer. Fare thee well. Okay. Oh, I didn't really understand him, but I think he's returned to his room. It seems he's unaware of what's happened to Mr. Natsume, so he can't really help us. Oh, it seems he's unaware of what's happened to Mr. Natsume, so he can't really help us. With Sasaki-san and that man as lodgers, the guided house is certainly full of eccentrics. Anyway, I'll go and find a carriage. Oh yes, I'm sure Mr. Natsume is eagerly awaiting our return. Let's hope we can get to the prison before visiting hours are over. 19th of February, 6:31 p.m. Local prison. He looks like Charlie Chaplin, this guy. Oh, it's you. You're here. You came. A locum student of Mr. Naruto, Esquire. I can't believe you came back. I'm so touched. Oh, we are so sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Natsume. Natsume-san. Oh no, think nothing of it. Relax. If I were a cat, I would purr with pleasure at the company of such fine compatriots. Noble nurturing, never fading Nipponese. Now, let's not get carried away, alright? Oh, I quite agree. Oh. There is nothing more reassuring than the familiarity of one's native land. Who's that? On the other hand... Oh! It is the friendship transcending international borders, and one truly appreciate the fact. Such is my belief, at least. Yeah, it's you. The miserable written spy, Sherlock Holmes. Mr. Holmes, what are you doing here? I have no intention of doing anything per se, save observing, of course. What do you mean, Mr. Holmes? Well, having encountered some curious reading material in a gloomful room, and having unmasked the secret identity of that eccentric pair, I decided I should drop in on my way home to see how our divested friend is faring. Oh, a gloomful room. At least your accommodation here offers a window, my dear fellow. In that sense, it is a superior option. Anyway, I must commend you on your taste in books. My day has been a delight and cost me not a penny. Oh, you! How dare you, Sherlock Holmes! I've had it. I'm through. I'm at the end of my rope. I should never have come to the Great Britain. It was a terrible mistake. Haunted by spirits of the cursed lodgings, no doubt my luck will be cursed in tomorrow's trial as well. My whole life is bedamned. What? What are you thinking, Naruto-san? He mentioned that once before, didn't he? But his lodgings were cursed, I mean. And there is much truth in Mr. Moustache's words. What? What? Cursed is a wholly appropriate description, I would say, for the man's lodgings, and indeed for tomorrow's trial. What's that supposed to mean? What's going on there? Oh, Natsume-san, what do you mean by what you just said? Did you get what you said just now? About the trial tomorrow being cursed? Oh no, why are you looking so grave? You're making me nervous. I was just getting carried away, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it. Oh, I see. Oh, that's really agitated him. You don't mean this trial really is cursed, huh? Are you referring to the prosecutor? The Reaper of the Bailey? The Reaper? Oh no, what do you mean? Please tell me, summarize it succinctly in 16 salient words. No defendant has ever survived a trial in which the Reaper stands for the prosecution. Ever. Oh my goodness! Can it really be true? That was 16 words exactly. Oh, yesterday, Mr. Naruhodo-san successfully defended someone against the Reaper. But then, after the trial was over, the defendant passed away in unusual circumstances. Well, shady circumstances, I would say. Ah, Mr. McGilded. What? What? Ah, I'm impressed, Mr. Sato. You have an eye for detail. Oh, actually, the Lord Chief Justice told us. Mr. Sholmes? Surely it can't be that having failed to have the accused convicted, Lord Van Zieks killed the man himself? Oh no, he couldn't have, surely. Ha 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 ha! You have some wonderful notions! Sorry? The man isn't a mass murderer, he's a court prosecutor, my dear fellow. Oh, yes. Why, of course he is. Ah, of course he is. Then, why are you trying to scare me? It could be said, however, that the real truth about the man is even more terrifying than your hypothesis. Huh. What on earth do you mean by that? The Reaper. Van Zieks is a quite exceptional man. However, in London courts of law, exceptional does not equate to winning every case without exception. That's good. Oh, Suzuki-san looks like he's going to cry tears of joy. As you are no doubt aware, in a British criminal trial, there is both a judge and a jury. The judge officiates based on the letter of law, whilst the jury offers public opinion and common sense. It is an excellent system, whereby the defendant's guilt is considered from several points of view. However, public opinion, in particular, is somewhat easily manipulated. Right. Criminals and corrupt lawyers, for that matter, can use it to their advantage. By any means at their disposal, contriving evidence, calling imposters as witnesses, and so on. By such underhand means, those who would want to are able to sway the jury. Which means that even in the light of irrefutable evidence, the prosecution can fail. Oh, but it means the wrong verdict can be passed. And sadly, it is from time to time, my dear madam. It is simply the reality of the situation. Oh, and that's alright? However, those indicted by Lord Van Zeeks cannot escape justice. Their fate is sealed. Oh my. Though the adjudication may see them leave the courtroom with their freedom, within months they all disappear. It is most striking. Disappear? But how? Ah, the old manner of misfortune, sir. Perhaps they are trampled under a passing carriage. Perhaps they fall the Thames and drown. Perhaps they are suddenly overcome by a raging fever. Or perhaps attacked by highwaymen. Oh, no. All examples of the reality of events here in London, I'm afraid, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, I knew it. I'm a dead doodle done for doomed. Accursed lodgings. When you said accursed lodgings before, you were referring to your room as Mr. Gardepp's house, I assume? You mean to say you believe the place is cursed? It's been a year now since I came to Great Britain. But I'd only been in London a week before I started to notice strange feelings in myself. That didn't take long then. Everywhere I looked, there were foreign faces staring at me, laughing behind my back. I was sure people were talking about me. Started to become nervous about going outside. They were always staring at me, all the time, from dawn till dusk. So I shut myself away in my room. But even that didn't help. The fear wouldn't go away. Man, this guy has anxieties. Oh, you must have been very lonely, having been away from your homeland for such a long time. Well, I've had to move a number of times, most recently to that Truman Briar Road a week ago now. Oh, yes, why did you choose there? It seems a little inconvenient. Oh, the rent is cheap. I have so little money, it appealed to me straight away. Of course, I asked why it was so affordable. The landlord just simpered and said, "The room is cursed." Oops. He quickly tried to cover his mistakes, but it was too late, so I told him. Oh, if you have something to say, then say it, but if not, don't mention it in the first place. Well, yes, well said. But it was true. It was all true. Oh, you mean the room really is cursed then? Ever since I moved into the windowless hellhole, my sleep has been plagued with nightmares. I wake feeling as though I'm being choked to death. And in my waking hours, people are stabbed in front of me as I walk down the street. I'm branded as a killer, thrown in prison. Nobody wants to know me. I'm surrounded by scary, sinister spirits. If only there was someone, just one person on my side. Can no one find it in his or her heart to believe in me? Really no one at all? To believe, yes, to believe. To believe? Mr. Schultz? Ah, me, Mr. Naruhodo. Pray, what can I do for you? It's about the case on the SS Berea, if you recall. The Berea. The Berea! Oh, that case. The one with the snake? Well, yeah. At that time, I was a suspect, but you believed in me and listened to my side of the story. And you helped us to investigate. I did I? Interesting. What I want to know is, why? Why did you believe in me? Why did you believe me? I see, yes, you mean... Because you were a grimly dressed, shady and stern fellow found with the victim in a locked room. Well, if you like, yeah? I'm a little surprised that the answer requires explanation, my dear fellow. It's quite simple, really. You said, I didn't do it. But I could have been lying. Surely you must have had your doubts. You must have suspected me a little. I think perhaps you have misunderstood. I neither recall believing in you, nor in that which you were telling me. Wait, what? You see, the only thing I believe in are those I choose to believe in. Wait, what? What? What do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? I make up my own mind about what is to be believed and what is not. If I should like to believe in something, I do. The circumstances can hang as far as I'm concerned. But I could have betrayed your trust. In that case, I should have made an elementary error of judgment. Nothing more. Betrayal of trust is a never-used excuse, in my opinion. Meaning? Whether or not one should trust another is, in the final analysis, down to oneself. It is a matter of whether or not you can trust oneself. Oh yes, yes, he's right, he's right! Lockham student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Whether or not I can believe myself? A defense lawyer is only as good as his faith in his client. And that comes down to how much faith he has in himself. Kazuma. Oh, you are so right, Kazuma. So right. Well, my dear fellows, it is time we are leaving, I believe. Already? Visiting hours are over. The guard will be here shortly to escort us out. There is a restaurant near here that serves excellent trout. Would you care to join me? Wait, what time is it? Huh? Oh dear. Oh dear. There is never enough time, is there? Natsume-san. If you'd like, in the trial tomorrow, I'd be happy to represent you. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. As I said, I only experienced the British courtroom for the first time yesterday. And although the man I represented was found not guilty, I lost sight of something crucial. Oh, something crucial? What to believe in? The defendant? Justice? Or the truth? How to believe, even. But I think I finally worked it out. I've decided I must believe in myself above all else. I trust my instinct. Oh yes, Naruto-san. And my instincts are telling me that you, Natsume-san, are innocent of this crime. And it's imperative that we prove that in court. Oh, look whom stood at Mr. Naruto Square. I will fight for your innocence until with the bitter end, with every weapon available to me. So I hope you'll permit me to represent you tomorrow. As I said when we first met, I'd like you to entrust my fate to someone who will listen to me in my native tongue. Of course, Mr. Natsume. It would be fair to say, Mr. Naruhodo, that your mind was, in many ways, made up from the outset. You merely needed the events of today to fully realize it. It's very interesting. Yes, I think you're right about that. It's been a roundabout journey, but I got there in the end. Oh, Sato-san. Oh, yes? Would you be willing to stand by my side tomorrow and help me in court? Oh, absolutely. As I said this morning, you may consider me your personal judicial assistant. Oh, great. The rocking events of yesterday's trial still weigh heavily on my mind. But it's time to stop looking backwards. Kazuma believed in me, and Mr. Sholmes believes in me now too. So it's time. Time that I learn to believe in myself. Sasuke-san has no one. He's all alone, so it's my job to help him, to fight his corner. Tomorrow, in the courtroom, with all the strength I can muster. To be continued. Oh yes, I like this story. I like the way this is written. Alright, we're gonna stop there then. I really like this game. More than the first game, the first Phoenix Wright. I think it's better. But it's been quite it's been a while since the first one was released. So yeah, they better made the new ones better. That's one thing. But still, quite interesting. Okay, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow night, but I think Wednesday should be alright. We'll see. In any case, in the meantime, just take care and stay safe. I hope to see you soon. Bye.